Its introduction was a bane to worldwide productivity. It was incredibly simple and even more addictive. It was a catalyst for the tower defense genre's popularity boom, and in its original form, it was also a flash game. It's defend your castle, and that's a tough stigma to break. Something of a modern, browser-based masterpiece, Defend Your Castle was a testament to the time-tested awesomeness that rests at that elusive intersection of simplicity and irresistibility. It was easy to grasp, difficult to master, all those things that have made video games good since the 1970s. But it was also a flash game. So when its creators at XGen Studios announced they would be bringing Defend Your Castle to the home console big leagues as a launch title for Nintendo's WiiWare service, people were expectedly skeptical. In all fairness, the game wasn't complex. That was part of its charm. So what could XGen possibly do to flesh out the experience and make it worth paying for? Well, they did a lot. They overhauled the entire look, they added multiplayer support for up to 4 players, but obviously with such a simple concept at its core, there wasn't much they could do with the gameplay. So what you get from this upgraded version of Defend Your Castle is a prettier Defend Your Castle that you can also play with friends. Now, whether or not that's worth a few dollars is really up to you. This is pretty subjective territory. But if you make the investment, you'll be rewarded with an excellent WiiWare game that plays well, looks great, and is ridiculously challenging. If nothing else, Defend Your Castle is aptly titled. You have a castle and your objective is to defend it. At the onset of your quest, you'll only have to fend off a few assailants, and you do that with the Wii Remote's pointer. Controlling an on-screen cursor, you grab the aggressors by the skull, throw them into the sky, and wait for the inevitable splat. It sounds pretty simple, right? And at the beginning of the game, it's also really easy. But after a few slow rounds, the confrontation escalates. Your stick figure attackers go from slow individuals to ruthless hordes, and to protect your castle, you'll need to build your defenses. By converting enemies to fight for you, you can position archers on one tower or magic wizards on another. Converting enemies and effectively utilizing them is crucial to surviving what becomes a brutal onslaught. Of course, this is also a charming onslaught. Unlike the rudimentary look characteristic of the original Flash game, Defend Your Castle has a fantastic style on WiiWare. From the buttons and soda caps used as enemy heads to the construction paper clouds dangling from little bits of string, the game looks like a first-grade art project. It's an endlessly charming style, and it matches the feel of the game really well. If this had been the game's only form, Defend Your Castle would be an instant recommendation on WiiWare. It's ridiculously fun, and it requires a lot more skill and strategy than its adorable appearance may suggest. But ultimately, this is a very similar experience to a legendary, but free, Flash game. So is it worth paying for? Well, I've certainly never regretted the purchase. Defend Your Castle feels great with the Wii Remote, it's fun to play with friends, and it gives a whole new meaning to the term loose buttons.